I can't believe what I'm seeing. The great Mozart himself. Wolfgang, can I ask you for a favor?
Certainly. What can I do for you?
Wolfgang, would you accept to sign my little book of autographs?
Of course. I'd be honored.
To my number one fan. There, right by the autograph of Handel. When will we have the good fortune of seeing you play The Marriage of Figaro in Prague?
If it stays between you and I can confess that the Emperor didn't really like it. To perform Figaro here would seem quite inappropriate.
You're here quite late, Mozart. Also, I wonder why my husband is not home. I'm tired of waiting for him.
Didn't you find the people surrounding your husband lately a bit suspicious?
Johann hangs out with all kinds of people, and most of them are vulgar.
Did you notice any new faces around him lately?
The same as always, except for that Keller and a Prussian guy whose name I don't know.
Alexa, I am in dire need. I have to get the money Johann owes me urgently.
What money, my dear?
The share he promised me on Don Giovanni's grosses.
I could lead you inside my husband's office, but in order to do it, you would have to give me a strong incentive.
How? Tell me. I would forever be in your debt.
I am so attracted to you. Still, I doubt you'll accept it.
I certainly wouldn't want to tarnish your honor of a married woman, dear Alexa.
My honor? But this would be but a glorious mission for me.
I'm not sure I understand.
Mozart, it's quite simple. I want a part in your next opera.
That's it? But certainly, I'd be delighted, on the condition that you consent to submit yourself to a few rehearsals. We can make a first try immediately if you wish. Hasn't he met Keller? What did they say to each other?
I don't eavesdrop on Keller or my husband's conversations. Still, I hope that Johann has not become some kind of informant for the police. That would be awful.
And why?
Because he could report us. No, I'm just joking. I seem to have a dryness in my throat. Could you prepare a bit of warm water with some honey so I can clear it up?
Your wish is my command. I knew the Kapellmeister would have kept a few treats in his box.
What a nice intention. That's exactly what I need to clear my throat. I feel much better. Now order me, and I'll do my best to please you.
There's a vocal piece I've been thinking about for some time. I'd like to hear you sing it.
Something new? That's even more exciting.
It is, but it's also a bit challenging. It goes something like this.
What a charming tune. I hope I can do it justice, Maestro. I am all yours.
That was perfect. Your voice, combined with your beauty, just make you some kind of divinity. I'll dream about you when I compose my next opera.
Mozart, your flattery makes my head spin. So be it. I give up. The key to Johann's office is hidden under the bust of a German musician. I will say no more. Find the key, bring it to me, and I'll open the office for you. Thank you, my dear. I'll open the door for you and keep watch to make sure nobody shows up. I'll put the key back in its place later on.
I saw everything.
You seem very sharp, Papageno. Would you like a part in one of my operas?
A part? Talk to my agent.
Oh, you'll be compensated for your trouble. We'll most certainly find you some kind of present that'll make you happy. Oh, so you can talk.
I don't talk, but I sure can listen.
What you just said contradicts your very words.
If you had a brain the size of a nut, you would have understood me. Papageno, the books are notes. F-E-A-T-C. F-E-A-T-C.
So, did you get hold of Johann's money?
Yes, I managed to open the safe, and I am forever in your debt.
I expect you to be, Mozart, but not so fast.
What do you mean, Alexa dear?
I am an honest woman, and I require that you only take the exact amount of what you're owed.
Of course, I concur. But how can we determine that sum?
The account ledgers are there. I guess we will find all the science we need in these. Then we will establish the exact extent of your credit towards my husband. Hand me the right ledger, and I'll make sure you are paid what Johann owes you.
This looks like a list of the books of accounts of the opera. The scribbling is minuscule. Hauffer must be anxious to hide something, and I can't decipher any of it.
What a remarkable performance, Mozart, sir. I believe you appreciated the show they put on. Mozart, please excuse my foolhardiness, but would you give me those ribbons on your jacket?
Madam, excuse me, but I have to refuse. I don't give away that kind of souvenir.
Please, just give me a little something.
Would a smile content you?
Of course not, dear Mozart. I'd like to know the real name of the commander in Don Giovanni. That is the prize I want you to give me.
Very well. I can reveal that the name of the commander is Leopold.
Leopold? Your father's name? I know a doctor in Vienna that you should see. He'd help you sort out the origins of your inspiration.
Thanks for suggesting it. Still, God is the sole origin of my inspiration.
My best friends and I have just sat through the performance of your new opus.
Oh, really? What did you think about it?
The piece reminded me of that old charming Italian musician. Do you remember him?
Vivaldi? He was Venetian, that's for sure, but I'm not sure I see your drift.
Don't pretend to be so naive, Mozart. I am sure you draw your inspiration from one of the melodies composed by the old Antonio.
Certainly not, madam. What you say is bordering on insult.
I didn't mean it, Mozart. I am but your fondest admirer, be sure of it.
The libretto of Lorenzo da Ponte for the Marriage of Figaro. Without his wits and understatements, the emperor would have banned such an irreverent material. The libretto of Lorenzo da Ponte for the Marriage of Figaro. Without his wits and understatements, the emperor would have banned such an irreverent material. These are the books of accounts. Interesting, but going through all this is bound to take hours. How can I cut it short? These are the books of accounts. Interesting, but going through all this is bound to take hours. How can I cut it short? These are the books of accounts. Interesting, but going through all this is bound to take hours. How can I cut it short? At long last, this seems to make sense. Let's see. So here are the reference of the ledger I'm looking for. Number 527, Don Giovanni. Let's check. Number 527. That's the book I need.
That's it. 9 ducats and 2 florins. Just pay yourself, my friend.
Thanks for everything. You don't know how precious your help has been. If you allow me, I will now take my leave.
You're not leaving so soon. We have so much more to discuss. I beg you, stay with me like a true gentleman.
All right. I'll stay for a few more moments.
That's the least you can do after what I've done for you.
Nothing could be more true. Thanks again for your help, Alexa.
I'm teasing you, my friend. You know, truth be told, there's nothing I can refuse you. Mozart, admit it, are you as enthralled by my beauty as you are by my singing talent?
Certainly, but I only have music on my mind.
That's not what the gossips say, Mozart. I've been told that you stray quite a bit when your singers bear the trappings of beauty.
I heard the rumors. When I was younger, I did have a few whims from time to time, but it was no more than a quick distraction.
Please, let me be another quick distraction.
I need to go back to my hotel. I have to complete my work, or Johann is once again going to throw a fit tomorrow morning.
My husband! I almost forgot him! Very well, go then. But I hope you'll be back.